Whenever I have the opportunity to watch Alex Pereira spar, I am there. I'm in front of the computer, I'm taking in all the information. I was just watching him today in some recent sparring footage, and I gotta say there are 5 things that really stood out to me, which just make this guy so crazy and so exceptional. I've been covering Alex Pereira on the channel a lot recently. People are asking, oh, why? Like, do you really not like him? Because sometimes it's not negative, but it's not overtly positive. And no, I have nothing against Alex Pereira. I heard that he's a very nice guy. I love what he's done in the fight world. It is incredible. And I also think it's very important to cover fighters who are not in that traditional fight style and who break certain rules. I've already done a video, which you can check out up there, where we talk about 3 things which he does, which are technically wrong. And your coach will never teach you to do things this way, but it still works for some people. And I like covering fighters like this because I think it's important for the guys out there who don't develop that normal orthodox style of fighting, who don't do it by the book. Alex Pereira just shows you that you can make up your own style, you can do things wrong, and you can still be the best in the world. So when we're looking at this sparring footage and we go, wow, what are some of the things that he is so crazy at? When you watch, you just go, how does he do it? The first thing that I always note is the effect the punches have between the ones he throws and the ones his opponents throw at him. He can throw what looks like just kind of a lazy cross, and he actually shifts his opponent back. Whereas when he gets hit, he just stands his ground and doesn't seem to really care. Some people just naturally have that raw power. I can't explain it. I can't tell you how to train it. Like, of course, you can go to the gym, you can work explosive motions that will help you get more power in your punches or kicks, but you might increase them realistically by 5, 10, maybe 15% power. You're not gonna go to the gym and all of a sudden start hitting as hard as Alex Pereira. One of my brothers has this crazy power. My other brother who's in my corner, Aaron, who you guys know, and myself, we don't have that. But the other one just hits like a truck. I hold for him, and when he hits the pad, it's just like the whole body shifts. This is something Pereira has, and it always stuns me how exceptional his power really is. And before we get to our next 4 points, I just want to let you guys know that I'm actually doing a giveaway. Karate Combat shorts and a full Karate Combat gi, the official ones, which we were actually given by the promotion. No dummy down version, nothing cheap, no knockoffs, the real deal. I have a link down below there. I'm just doing this because everybody on the channel who subscribes, who views the videos, you guys mean so much to me, and I just wanted to give something back to you guys this holiday season. So click the link down below. It's super fast to get entered, and you may be the winner. The next thing which is crazy about Alex is the fact that more often than not, he rolls with shots instead of blocking them. And I gotta tell you, this takes nerves of steel and a lot of practice to get to the point where you see somebody punching at you. And this is not just in sparring. He does this when he fights too. But still, when I watch the sparring rounds, like, wow, that's impressive. He just moves with everything. And to do that, you have to have phenomenal eyesight, like crazy ridiculous, because you have to keep in mind with your hands up here, it's so much easier to just parry block. You can just staple your hands to your head, have things ricochet off. When you're in this position, if for one moment you freeze and you don't see a shot coming, your head is just gonna get rattled. But the way that he can just move with shots and roll, little tip backs, it is very exceptional, especially for somebody who doesn't specialize strictly in hands, which would be boxing. Now, this guy's ability to get counters off so darn quick is very impressive. Why can he do it? Because he's not worried about blocking a shot and then hitting back. He just very simply sort of gets hit, rolls with it, and comes right back. Or he'll see the shot come, he'll roll this direction and throw there. It's kind of like 1-2. Usually when we are doing counters, the beat, I want to say, is kind of they attack you 1, 2, 3, 4. You come back at them. With him, it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's on you. And it's so crazy. He's just standing there. He just sees a shot come, rolls his head, and then just slams something back on you. And as we already said, this guy's power is so phenomenal that it doesn't even seem to matter if he just throws out a lazy shot. He's like, oh, I take a shot, give a lazy shot. People just drop down. And this is something which can be trained, but it'd be very difficult. Because number one, you have to have that ability not to be scared of punches. Number two, you have to have the ability to lock the eyesight on so you know where their head is. And then number three, you have to actually be able to do those first two and then fire out something that is still technically effective. The fourth thing which this guy does in his sparring, which is so crazy, is his non-punching arm is always so darn low. Like we said, he breaks so many rules. If I had somebody come into my gym, or not my gym, but if I had somebody come in to train with me in my little studio down there, and they were punching like this, I'd be like, no, 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 you need to get your hand up and protect your head. But again, this guy's ability for eyesight helps him roll with shots, and he can get away with just having his hands really low when he throws. Again, 9 out of 10, probably not even 9 out of 10, 99 out of 100 people should never do this. Never attempt it. It's not going to work out well for you. You're just going to end up getting smacked, getting concussed, and we really should be trying to avoid that. But that's what makes this guy so crazy, so exceptional. And the final thing which just blows me away is how comfortable he looks getting touched with gloves to the face. We see it in his fights all the time. I'm like, oh, his hands are down. And I keep thinking that he's gonna get rattled or hit, even on the hard shots, and he's gonna bring his hands up. He must. He must, after he gets tagged and gets dummied a little bit, those hands are gonna come up and protect your head. It's just logical. And it doesn't happen. And in these sparring rounds, we just see him. He just doesn't care. Again, because he's using that rolling, but even the few times where he does get hit, and you can see he's a little rattled, he still doesn't bother to bring his hands up shortly after. And again, it's partially because of his ability to roll, partially because of his confidence, partially because of his eyesight. Just all together, it makes him a guy who does not care about taking some shots. But still, every time I watch him spar, I go, how does he do that? I hate doing that. Every once in a while I'll try and then I'll get tagged 2 or 3 times, and even if they're not big jolting shots, I'm like, no, hands up. I want those hands up. So Alex Pereira, always a pleasure to watch fight, even a pleasure to watch sparring. I'm gonna throw that sparring clip up in its entirety so you guys can watch it. And I hope you enjoyed the episode today. I hope you learned something. Be sure to register for the Karate Combat and Karate Shorts giveaway. Link is in the description right down there. And as long as you get registered before Christmas Day, you could be the winner. You could be somebody that I'm personally gonna package everything up and ship it to you. Thanks for joining me today, guys. As always, train hard, and I will see you back here soon for another episode.